song, and then we come back. We bring you the program.
My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived 2 deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Cape Mount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Cess, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
Good morning.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. Princess, good morning there. How are you?
I'm okay.
All right, thank God for you. You feeling better this morning, eh?
Yeah, much better. Bless God so much.
Yeah, thank God for you. This is the Independent Minds and for Better Liberia. And this is a private show. This program is not sponsored by Alex Cummings. This is sponsored by Independent Minds, people who believe in Liberia, people who want to see a good country, people who believe that if we come together as nation, as citizens, we can have. So that is what this show is all about. And you, the citizens, this is your show. I know sometimes it's confusing when you say it's Independent Mind. They say, why you say independent? Yes, I can support Alex Cummings, but yet I have an independent mind. You can support WIA and have an independent mind. You support President Boaka and have an independent mind. That means you are independent thinker. Nobody going to push you around. Nobody going to tell you what to say. What you only speak what is right, and that's the best thing we need to do instead of just be a blind loyalist. When they say jump, you say hi hi. That's the wrong thing to do. So that is why I have this show called The Independent Mind. Everybody in Liberia, I'm not an independent person. I'm not attached to someone. So it's your right. It is our right. But let's say this. We need to change the way we do things in Liberia. We need to ask ourselves the questions. Whether we are citizens doing the right thing. Whether we doing it, because the problem in Liberia, we cannot wholly and solely put it on one person. We can say, oh, the government is bad. The government is bad, but what are we doing? We can say the leaders are bad, but we are the ones still voting for the leaders. There are a lot of things going on in Liberia. Something came to my mind. Yes, we say government brought the rice down to $14, but yet the cup of rice is still $50. They were selling rice $50 when the rice was $17, but yet the people still selling rice $50. What are we doing about it? What are we doing about it? You, the citizen, you are the one buying the rice for $14, but yet you still selling it $50. So you see, now we look up. I saw country rice. Country rice is $25, but yet we want to feed ourselves. Sierra Island selling rice for $25. A rice company from Grange and Lofa selling rice for $25 on local rice. But when you ask them, they'll tell you, well, government subsidizes us. We're spending too much money to get the rice, to make sure we plant this rice. We're paying too much. It is true? I don't know. We treat ourselves bad. We want to overcharge our own people. But yet we blame the government, but because the government doing nothing. The government is doing nothing. All they do is for us to sing praise, sing praise, sing praise. And we in the street dancing. We have gone so low. We saw lawmakers in yellow. So tomorrow when the government bring in and tractors for farmers, they will be in green. Lawmakers, they are not executive. They are not from the executive. They were supposed to stay at the capital, do your work, pass laws. You are the first branch of government, the legislators. But you saw them bowing down to the executive, going to Freeport, pretending as if the money came from their pockets. We will pay for that and tractors or that equipment, not today, not tomorrow, not next year. The next government will come and take that debt. Because everybody in Liberia think that the roads in Liberia will be paved straight all over the place. Is that what the machine for? They don't tell you. They have not explained anything. Whether the machine was brought in because they were embarrassed. Yes, we want the machine. This is not the first time. I can still remember President Taylor was also planning to bring in 300 machines to spread around the counties to open roads. It's not there to build roads because we still have construction companies. So these are all the things. Now government has created jobs. Brani Samuka is in charge. We don't know who's in charge again. So that means they will have a deputy, they will have a secretary, they will have drivers. So instead of private sector creating jobs, government self-creating jobs. We just continue to expand government. And the more we expand the government, the more money we spend, and there are a lot of things. So think about it. I'm not here to just criticize, but we're here to give. We have to do a constructive criticism. That is why, as an independent person, independent thinker, independent mind, I support Alex Cummings. And that is why I believe that we must trust someone, because for the last 20 years, we've been between two political parties. Yes, they are big parties. I remember the late Bromskin tried. He tried 2 times and God took his life. There are other Liberians who have been trying. There are other good Liberians out there, but they are afraid because the way we treat each other. Or countrymen go to school, learn his book, make his money, we call him Congo. When you poor, they call you countryman. You see, there's a saying, they say, when the capable is not available, the available becomes capable. But when the available that becomes capable takes over, it's not an easy thing to get them out. It's the system. It's just few hands of people, few group of people who are fighting. And they will fight Alex Cummings until I don't know what. He's in a party called the Alternative National Congress. They are not like ANC and CDC. They are not like UP. But the good thing in Liberia, since 2020, according to records and its facts, no one party have won straight election in Liberia. They have tried nobody. So everybody needs someone. But some people think that, oh yes, it should be CDC and UP. You either join CDC or join UP. We got 46 political parties. By 2029, we get to know it's 50 political parties. And less than 900 Liberians voted to bring UP to power. Less than 900. And they won CDC by less than 1%. They too can go to the second round. But guess what? You'll be stuck with one of them. You get no choice. You will have to keep one of them. So it's like we stay in this circle. We can't get out of the circle. We still have this trouser, a bus trouser, and we continue to patch it. We can't even purchase new one. We're not even brave. We're not even strong. We're afraid. We can't go nowhere. Imagine we're dancing for a yellow machine. Yellow machine, we just call it yellow machine. We're all in the street rejoicing for yellow machine because our young people have never seen a yellow machine before. They never saw such equipment before. that the first time they're coming into the country, because that's what the politicians want us to feel like. That's how they want us to feel. We all happy, listen, it's our taxpayer money. I don't need to tell nobody thank you. We grade government when the government is out of power, or if after the first term, then we'd look at the government. We'd look at the good and the bad. If the good is more than the bad, or the bad is more than the good, it will not be 100%. There are some good things that are happening. There are some good instabilities. There are good things that are going on. But the people must feel it. And how do they feel it? When there are good schools, good jobs, good electricity, good drinking water, good internet, all these things. 2029 will be about the economy. It will not be about roads. It will not be about just spending money. It will be about the economy. Who can create jobs? Who should the candidates? When you put all your candidates together today, who can create jobs? Yes, Alex Cummings is in UP, in ANC. But in the opposition, we can rally around him. This time around, we, the citizens, need to stop telling candidates, oh, you need to go to this person. Let the leader themselves look in each other's faces and say, can you go as my vice candidate? Can you go as my vice chair? Instead of going around and telling one man to go with this guy and lying to each other and saying that, oh, yes, this man got to go. And I was saying, I challenge anyone who listened to me today. That is how the CPP broke apart. Because we're lying to ourselves, lying to the ordinary Liberians, and telling Mr. Cummings, oh, you are selfish. You are supposed to go, Mr. Bwaka. But did Mr. Bwaka ask Mr. Cummings to follow him or to join him or to put a team together? No. Mr. Bwaka never asked him, say, please, I want you to go as my vice president. But we all saw Mr. Bwaka going to Jeremiah Kuhn. Because when Ben Ayuri brought it up and said, oh, well, Alex, I want you to go. No, nobody begged to go as vice president. Because once we elect the president, the vice president is automatically a winner. That is what we're talking about. So this time around, if there will be a coalition, maybe it will start in 2028 or 29, and let the leader themselves, let Billy look at Mr. Cummings and say, listen, I want you to go as my VP. Let Mr. Weir look at Mr. Cummings and say, I want you to go as my VP. It got nothing to do with us. Let them come up with it. You got Simeon Fremont. He's a businessman. Although he only in Maserado, we got a lot of political parties that are going, no, they're just sitting there. We know, oh, Alex Cummings got 1%. But why he's so important? When he opened his mouth and speak, everybody's scared. Then the next thing we'll see the information ministry calling him political dwarf, calling him names. But if Tier 1 speak, nobody worry. If Simon Fremont speak, nobody say nothing. But if Alex Cummings come up, the man with 1%. But yet instead, if we do the polls in Liberia, you still got him on the tail lane. You still have him as the tail option. But yet he got 1%. You think he really got 1%? You know that he's qualified. We know that he can do better. And these are the questions we need to ask our candidates, even in your district. Ask a new guy who wants to run. What will you do? How will you fix the education system in our district? How will you help create jobs? What are your plans? Show us your plans. And then from there, we will take it. We'll follow you. And if you have an old representative, someone who's already in charge, let him show you what he has done. What are some of the laws that he pushed that are benefiting your district? But no, when they gave us $5, we jump in the street and make a whole song. They gave us a bag of rice, we move, because that is where they want us. They think we are beggars. That is why they're requesting for more money. That is why they want good money. They got $100,000 in the budget. The senators got $150,000 in the budget. They use your money and run campaign. They are smart people. They want to keep us. They want us to be illiterate. They want us to just be or single. Oh yeah, I just love this guy. Don't love no politician. Just admire them, like the platform. None of them has shown us the platform. No politician, from the president, from Madam Salif, from Charles Taylor, from the President Weah to present government, no one have explained the agenda to you before voting for them. None of them. None of them have told you how they're going to fix the country. We just say rescue, rescue, rescue. They give us a blank check and we sign the check and say, yes, go ahead. Every one of them. They will tell you, just vote for me. We will do this. But they never tell you how they're going to do it. Only Alex Cummings have his agenda and he been consistent. He said infrastructure, electricity. Two things are very important in any developing in a developing nation: electricity and roads. But electricity comes first, because when you have electricity, you got good schools, you got electricity, good internet, good jobs. Everything will be perfect. Good farming, good everything. Then you got roads. You will go to different part of the world and country. It's not just about farming alone. Then all these two things, you create jobs, good drinking water, good internet. Good internet. Liberia is one of the most expensive countries when it comes to internet connectivity. You go to Ethiopia, I will tell you to do your research on yourself, because the government aware say, listen, our people are suffering. $10 a month for unlimited internet and telephone in Ethiopia. Don't just take it from me. Go and do your research. You can pay less than $120 a year for your internet and telephone in Ethiopia. But Liberia is very, very expensive when it comes to internet, and we still don't have it all over the country. Because if you got good internet, business people will come in. If you got good electricity, business people will come in. If you got good drinking water, it will slow down typhoid, diarrhea, and all these airborne diseases, because we don't have water. But by the time we pour one little water on, we say, oh, the people doing good. We heard our song before. We tired with praises. The United Nations, they came up with something. 10% of your budget should be put into agriculture. Maybe then the people who sell it country rice, they will not sell it $25. Because cereally, I'm saying, I'm not hiding it, you still find racks in the rice. $25. When you get, and guess what? I know most of my friends, they work in government. They don't eat the $14 rice. They all eat Pusao American rice that the one they can eat to the houses. They buy the $14 rice and give it to you. They go to the store and buy the real parboiled rice, or they buy Uncle Ben and they eat it. Why are you eating the $14 rice? You see, all these things, what are they doing? What the Commerce Ministry doing? What Labor Ministry doing? The workforce. Whether we pay our fair share of taxes, we don't even know. But they go after the ordinary people. You go to the Freeport of Monrovia, they charge us so much just to bring in one little car that will benefit the citizens. What Togo doing different from us that they have duty free? Sierra Leone, people going to Sierra Leone now, putting their things there. What they're doing different than us? We continue to steal from our own people. That is why we're looking for a very good leader. We're looking for a leader that understands the economy. We're not looking for just politicians. We're looking for a leader that understands Liberia, how to create jobs. That is why we're looking for a leader. There are a lot of good Liberians out there, my people, but we're scaring the people. Imagine a man retired since 2016. He's in the country. Right now, he's still in the country. Oh, but he should be yelling all over the place. He should be, when he gave you $5, he talk about it. When he gave you $10, he talk about it. No. But he have a lot of things to do. And I'm going to play one of his agenda. I want you to listen to it, because this is that's what I saw. That is what I listened to. And I said, oh, this guy would be a better person. This guy can do better for us.
I ask you to look at my record.
So I want you to listen and he been consistent. Even when you listen to this and you listen to his speech, his rebuttal, you will know exactly. When you believe in something, you can fall for anything. Alex Cummings can run. If we don't vote for him, fine. But we need to give him the chance, 2029. You say, oh, the ANC not working. Yes, we need to tell them to do more work. They need to go in communities. They need to go around. You want for Mr. Cummings to come to you? Yes, he will do that. We will do a different way. And again, I'm saying it, I owe no one an apology. It is my right. But I have an independent mind. I would not sit there, Mr. Cummings do the wrong thing, and I'll be clapping for him. No, I would not clap for him. I do not fall in love with any politician, and I want you to do the same thing. So I want to make the disclaimer again. This show is not sponsored by the Kear Radio. It's not sponsored by Alex Cummings. It's sponsored by independent minds, Liberians. I got even one of my big supporters for this show. He voted for UP last time, but he's one of my sponsors for this show. So you see, I have people that are supporting this show, some of them from CDC, and I got one person from the CMC. But yes, they know that what I'm talking about is truth. I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to satisfy anyone. And another thing again, I know you people, when you sit there, in your community, they do the same thing to you. When you and someone arguing, by the time they know they cannot win the argument, they will tell you something. They might either lie on you, because they know Liberians would love to lie. So that's why they lie to us. There's a guy they call Obi. Obi was going around lying. He's a sedition. But I will play that tape for you, and I promise I will play it on every show. Every show, I will play it. And before I come up again, today by 7 o'clock on this station, there's a new program called LIB Future TV. Mr. Cummings will be on there. They will interview him. And the two hosts is Michael Padmo and Sidiki Kuroma, live on Kear Radio 7. The program starts at 7 o'clock, between 7 to 9 o'clock. So stay tuned. Get your question, get your telephone ready. And also, Mr. Cummings and I will be on the same channel again, March 8th. March 8th will be on Sunday, and will also be on Top FM in Grand Gide County. So let us listen to Mr. Cummings, what his plans, what his agenda is all about. So please let us listen.
Of job creation, of success, of managing large budgets without one penny going missing. All of these things you can look at and compare to the other candidates. And again, you will see that my past performance and past behavior is a good predictor, a good indicator that what I commit to, we will deliver. There are 5 priorities we have. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. The next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not fear ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we are focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people, because again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what's is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, You can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our fifth priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. So those are the what's we'll do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes that are required? We're going to use arts and music and culture and reconciliation and religion. All of these things, we will be deliberate in using these things to engage us as a people in this transformation process. And so we're doing some work on how we can make those things happen. The next how is that we're going to find the money. We have to find the resources, the money, to do all of the what's I mentioned earlier. And the way we'll find the money is, first, we'll go after waste in government. You know, we spend a lot of money on things that we don't need, or we pay too much for things that we do need. So, for example, I believe the vehicles we buy for our government officials, we spend too much money on that. We should reduce the number of vehicles, and we should buy less expensive vehicles for our government officials. We need to reduce how much they make so we can pay teachers and civil servants and police officers and the military officers and healthcare workers, people who actually do the work. We need to pay them more money and reduce the gap between those at the top and those who actually do the work. The other way we'll find the money is going after this thing called corruption. You know, corruption has been the bane of our country. Is the primary reason why we are as underdeveloped as we are today. And we will aggressively go after corruption. The first thing we'll do is we will appoint a corruption czar, a minister in charge of corruption in the presidency that will coordinate all of the agencies that are meant to find corrupt officials. Secondly thing we'll do is we'll make sure we are giving the resources, the money, the right people, the right logistics to the anti-corruption agencies, the LACC, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the General Accounting Office, the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission. We will make sure they got the right resources to go after corrupt officials. After that, when we find people who are corrupt, we will prosecute them, we will put them in jail, and we'll seize their assets. It will not be good enough for you just to resign. So those are the things we'll do to really go after corruption. I have committed that I will not take a salary. The salary that is paid the president, I will allocate it towards helping to fight corruption. That's how important I think it is to us. And then the other way we'll find the money is we'll make sure we're getting full value, the full monies we're due from our natural resources. We'll look to exploit other natural resources so we can get the funds required to fund healthcare, to fund infrastructure, to create jobs, etc., etc. So finding the money is the second how. The next how is we want to create a government of inclusion. We want all sections of our country to be represented in the government. We want opposition political parties to be in government because we believe that having a government inclusion will help all of us make the right decisions. It will make sure that we're spreading the resources of our country across the entire country. And then the last two hows, one is growing the private sector. We will focus on growing the private sector so Liberians can primarily benefit from that growth. No longer be spectators to our economy. And we want to actively support Liberianization and encourage and provide credit and other facilities to Liberian businesses so they can participate. And last but not least, we will use technology. We'll leverage technology to help us achieve our goals. So those are the what's and the how's. But let me end by leaving you again with these two universal truths. One is we cannot keep doing the same things, my people, and expect different results. We cannot keep electing the same people
Yes, so we cannot keep doing the same thing and we expect different results. We're going to open the lines and for the first 10 callers, and then I got a tip here that I want to play. That was a guy who just going all over the place lying, calling Obi, saying that he went and created this war concerning gay and whatsoever. They want to bring something back, but we are prepared to fight all over. So, Princess, are you there?
Want to weigh in 0777959 again 0777959 Let's hear from you. You listen to all of what the general he talked about. You want to speak to some of them. The opportunity is now. All you need to do is dial 07795995881 871 670. Let's hear from you. This is the program right here. This program comes on from Monday to Wednesday, 10:30 to 11:30. Independent Mind for a Better Liberia. And you listen, yeah, the line is activated. We have people calling. You can just call back 0779599590881 That's the number to call. We also on WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp line is 07779599959. You can also phone in. Definitely will bring you through. So, those of you, yeah, out of the good things, yeah, Alternative National Congress. What do you make of that? Yeah, Alexander Benedict Cummings, is it the only way forward to develop Liberia? What do you make of that? Do you believe in the ANC that all of what happened in our own country with the ANC, serving as a head for this country, Alexander Benedict Cummings, Liberia will move forward. Liberia will do better. Do you agree with the team? This is your own program. It comes on from Monday to Wednesday, 10:30 to 11:30. So, General, while we are waiting the callers, you can just go through. Once the calls come, we can just switch and bring them
Okay.
through as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's play this. Let's play this tape here. And I want you to listen to what this guy was going around. And if it was me, anybody ever go online and call me gay and I have a proof, I would
Mm.
take you to court and sue you for everything you ever worked for. Because this guy is vulnerable right now. And a lot of people want to take action, but Mr. Cummings said, no, you let him go. You can't do anything. Let him do whatever he want to do because you cannot just tarnish someone's reputation. This is not what they call freedom of speech. So you're listening to it. He apologized. He confessing.
And I get it. I invented it and I stuck it on Ellis Kuman and it's stuck. It's stuck. Today did I get it still on Ellis Kuman? It was something I invented. And the way I did it, I called somebody from Atlanta where you were living. So I created a story and I called the person and I attached the person into it. The person is a big librarian guy too. He said, yeah, my manager will tell people the truth. So I use that person as a reference. That information, so that's what we did for George Weah to get him to where he is. Shit. Man. Politics is a big game, man. Yeah, so I'm not confident that whole gate thing I invented it. Yeah. And how some people working right? Publish that story, the one about his wife and everything. Shit.
Okay, you hear that? They even wrote about the man's wife. When you can't fight the man politically, you bring all kinds of things on. And that's the problem with us in Liberia. Because we love to bring people down, we love to lie on each other. We backstab you, your own friends, your brother and sister, just fighting each other, just for little of nothing. Politics. We pay people to go and tarnish other people's reputation, and that is wrong. We need to get out of this nonsense we always doing. When Ellis Cummings speak, the next thing you will hear someone saying he's political dwarf, baby police, he too small, he too short. But can he do the work? Because you can't fight him, you follow politicians to lie to you. And you can't even go to the hospital. There is no money to go to the hospital, but they can send their children out. They don't eat the $14 rice. They eat parboiled rice. You can't even afford to buy the country rice, $25 for country rice. What is so much in the country rice that we should pay $25? The local rice, $25. We're not even helping to encourage companies to come to Liberia. When they come to Liberia, every government officials want something. Legislators want something. When you look on the news, you see all our legislators and using the powers. When you listen to the speaker today, they tell men in control. There's another rumors going around concerning tips. Concerning a Liberian complaining that I brought my car, I sold the car, but yet you want to bring me in the room. We saw the video. Some people say, the president should tell him to resign, but I don't think he was not appointed by the president. Maybe the party can come up and say resign. So these are some of the things. These are things that the outside world look at and they say, you people are not serious. The oldest African nation, yet we still fighting when they put one light bulb on, we confused. We say, oh yes, they're doing it. Roads will not put food on our table. We all need roads. It is our money, that taxpayer money. We will pay for that money. Some of us will die. Our children, the government will continue to pay. The government will continue to pay. So when you're not paying the people well, you expect corruption. Corruption killing us. There are two types of rogues in Liberia. They got a rogue that can steal your cell phone, go and steal your TV, check your pocketbook, but you will still survive. They have the other rogues, they are political rogues. They steal your future. They steal everything that will improve your life. They steal money that's supposed to go to school. They steal money that's supposed to go to hospital. Don't look at the role of the representatives, the legislators, make laws. But we see them going all over the place and making it look as if they're using their own money to do things. We've gone so low, wearing yellow, because we bring yellow machine. Then what you expect of the opposition? They should clap for you? No. Bring the machine, do your work, let us see the job. Let the citizens say, wow, we are doing something. Wow, this government is doing things. Don't tell us what you're doing. Don't make it look like you're doing something that's benefiting us. And that yellow machine are going to work until August. That's what they said. When you listen to Brandon Samoka, they got to find drivers, they got to find this, they got to find that. Yes, the government doing some good stuff, but it's not enough. The people are not feeding it, especially when you still buying a cup of rice, $50. The rest was $17.75, $17.50. The rest $50. The rest go $14. The rest $50. What the Commerce Ministry doing? What the Liberia Marketing Association doing? We are stealing from each other. We don't know how to do business. We buy something for $50. We sell it for $100 or $125. That is not right. You go in the market, see it for yourself. You think you're doing something good? We're killing from each other. We're stealing from each other. We overcharge. There's a girl who are going around Africa. She was riding a motorbike. She said, Liberia hotel is so expensive. I can sleep in the best hotel, one of the best hotels in Ghana for $25. If you sleep in any hotel in Liberia for $20, that bucket of water you're taking, mosquito will be all over the place. Why are we stealing from our own people? Because we're causing the problem, and people, let me be honest with you. That is why we want a responsible government. You can make the call, you can call in, or if you don't want to call in, then we'll continue the show. I expect someone to join me, but if you don't, because right now it's about 6:12 in America.
Yeah, it's almost time. It's almost time set for the show, 11:30. It's
Yes,
12 past 11.
okay, 12 past. So we got a few more hours, but we'll
Few more
continue.
minutes.
This is
A minute. You got
a
few
few
minutes.
more minutes. This is a long-term program. This program will be on up to 2029, because this is the last shot some of us are giving. If we cannot do it right, then we know that Liberia would not be solved, would not be fixed. So if we cannot get it right, fine. And some people think that we're doing it because we want job. And let me say this. If I want the job, I need to switch to CDC or I go to UP. Just how you see some of the politicians today. Like, for example, the senator for Grand Julia County, where is he now? He gone to UP. He went to CDC. He gone to UP. You got Milton Tiaget. Everybody, they're switching from UP to CDC. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's switching. Even the late Solomon George, who just passed the few days. He came from CDC. He went to UP. Now he might go to somewhere. But we sorry that he's gone. May his soul rest in peace. I know him very well. He's my brother. I remember when he was TM. Yes, when I was very active in the Invisible 11 business. So we want to say this is the independent mind. Forget about what independent. I am not an independent person, but I have an independent mind. Some Liberians trying to change the name. Oh, you say you independent, but who do you talk about? Alex Cummings. I said independent minds for better Liberia. Independent minds for better Liberia. I want you to do a research on independent minds. You can be in a political party and have an independent mind. You can be in anything, any organization. You are now a party loyalist. You are not a blind loyalist. You just speak your mind and you stick to what is right. And I believe what is right is Alexander Cummings. That is what is right. He's the only, he's tried to change the way we do things in Liberia. Alex Cummings is the only guy who he sat down and gave a unity speech that every Liberians are important. Every Liberian. I'm going to take a water break, but I love to play this speech by Alex Cummings. This is one of the best speech that he ever gave to bring Liberians together. I've not heard no politician even saying it. So let's just listen to this again.
My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived 2 deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bummy and Kipmount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Cess, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Alexander Cummings, and I love the Independent Minds for a Better Liberia. And I encourage you to listen on Kear Radio 95.9 FM to be informed, to be challenged, to be provoked, to think about Liberia in a new and different way.
Okay, and I think we have come to the end. We're almost done. And the girl in studio that she don't joke. By the time my time read it, she ready to push me
I'm
out.
not really.
And she ready to push me out to she gave me small time because she herself won't run her mouth.
No, you have
Anyway.
few more minutes.
Okay, a few
Shortly
more minutes.
after
How
the
many more
next
minutes?
ready.
How many more minutes I got?
Roughly 20. No, roughly will be around 10, 15. If
Oh,
there's
10
8,
more minutes. So
yeah,
let's see. Let me hear from you there if one or two callers want to stay call. But
yeah,
if
the
you're ready,
lines,
they
the
can.
lines still activated. And so those of you following, is still a chance for you to form in and weigh in with some of those things. General, I'm just a producer on this show. Let me also make a disclaimer.
Yeah.
I'm also a producer. I'm just a producer on this platform because there have been a lot of concern. On our show, then you ANC woman. No, no, no. I'm just a producer. But again, there are a lot of issues, we are concerned about. A lot of issues raised in the public past time, even before the just ended election, where we saw the Alternative National Congress, just 1% that we they normally refer to the ANC as the 1%, kind of a party. But then it's a good thing the Alternative National Congress is on the new, different, trend. It's on the new phase. It's doing something different. That which we didn't see in the past times. There were not more, kind of information about Alexander Benedict Cummings. Like all other political party, those of you listening, I want you all to let's attest to this one. All of you listening, at times you go places, there are a lot of people who had a serious issue with the way the team, they were proceeding, the way they carry on, the way they did their own campaign. At some point in time, people wanted to reach out. That is a major concern. That is a major concern from Liberians. And it was too let's say the Congo way, it was too civilized, where people like maybe protecting Alexander Benedict Cummings, like they make it come this way. You had to go through this channel. You had to go so you have. And Liberians, to be honest, when once we are for you, we want to have that engagement. We want to be, want to feel your presence. Is like you, general. You are vying for electable position, and the people want to feel you. They want to see you coming around them. Yeah, yeah, I'm always saying this thing because this is the kind of environment we are in Liberia. That's the kind of environment we have. We want to know those who, we are to elect. We want to know our own people. We want to know our politicians. It's not about being so proud. It's not about being so big, so protective. You want to guide this person. And like this show is an example. The Alternative National Congress, though, is better minds, independent minds for better Liberia. But how many Alternative National Congress partisans do follow this show? The other time you listen to one of the quarter, he said I even went at the headquarters of the Alternative National Congress. The folks there were like confused. They don't even know that this particular show is being aired on Kear Radio 95.9, 10:30 to 11:30. So if we should, talk about change, I think the change should start within our the Alternative National Congress cycle. That is the folks around, those who are partisan, those who are blood, those who are member of the Alternative National Congress. How much are they willing to sacrifice to come out, join the fight, join the team? The Alternative National Congress, right now, you drive there. Trust me, the folks they not even know what's happening on the radio. They should be the messengers. They should be the ones carrying. We want to have the at least on this platform. So you hear the phones line, yeah, people calling. Let them get used to this entire thing. So there's still more work, and some of us, we are just producer, but also we are journalists, and we are seeking the interest of Liberia. That's one of the things. We want to see this country transform. We want to see Liberia moving forward. We want to see our generation, past generation, to enjoy a fruitful country. It's not just basically on struggling to get the rightful leaders. How prepare are those who are vying for these elected positions. Like most times, our lawmakers, they are some of the problem. If you sit back, you and myself, we've been around, we know. If you sit back, you will know that like, probably not just about president. It's not about the president. It's not about the executive as well. It's about the legislature, those up Capitol Hill. So there are a lot of factors. But again, there should be people who love the country, people who are willing to go everywhere, the length and breadth of this nation to see how best that we can transform. Again, Alternative National Congress, the folks will have to do more. That which we're not going to hold on, we'll speak to that with no fear or favor. They need to do better. They need to do better. The time is not there. 2, 3 years from now, let's say 2 years. The next year will just be maybe political period, right? Campaign period will be a real tough era. Different people coming from this, and you talk about other political party, new political party will emerge. You will start to hear different names from different areas. So it's not just about Alternative National Congress. Oh, Mr. Cummings can do this. He been doing that. Mr. Cummings have been this way. He been doing this. It's about how prepared the folks in the Alternative National Congress, how prepared they are. That's another question. The program here again is a little testament, and it's back to you, General. You yourself watch the program. Ask the folks to Alternative National Congress, whether the headquarters. If you are here, I will tell you, say, let's drive there and go see what's happening. The folks they will not even know what's happening on the radio. So those are some of the issues. Those are some
You
of
are
the
right.
raised.
Yeah, you are 100% right, and I hope they take the advice from you and from us and on the radio of Top FM. Even the people in Grange that make
Mm-hmm.
more calls. They call more. On Saturday, I was on Kear and at the same time on Top FM, and I
Mm,
received almost 20 calls from Grange. People
cool.
were concerned and people were giving the advice, and people, you see, we got to interact with each other. I know people are based in Liberia or in
Mm-hmm.
Monrovia, everybody going about doing their things. But yes, the people that I'm talking about, the Alternative National Congress, are they paying attention? And these are one of the things I put into the chat room the other day. I said, do you guys pay attention, or you guys just pretending to be an ANC supporters, or you only want the money to campaign? And this time around, it's not just about the money. You got to show the work. You got to show the patriotism. You got to show the commitment. Then we'll be able to help you. But anyway, that's truth. I agree. And we're not there to sugarcoat nothing. Yes, Mr. Cummings can do this. He can do that. But who's going to vote for him? So that is why some of us, we are not into this party business. We follow good minds. And that is why some of us have decided to do it out of the party. Because if we wait, if you want to wait for Mr. Cummings to give you the money, because technically Mr. Cummings have not declared, he can come up tomorrow and say, you know what, I'm not doing it. But we trying to encourage him to say, we want you to come back. Do not give up on Liberia. And he's not going to give up. So whether running for president or not, he's not going to give up because he's still in Liberia. He lives in Liberia. He got things in Liberia going. So he's not going to be discouraged to say, well, if you don't vote, and he say every day, if we have a good government that will do it right for Liberian people, that's it. So that is what we're talking about here. So he would not feel discouraged, but he can
Mm-hmm.
come up today and say, I'm not going to contest. What will you do? And then at the end of the day, we're going to leave it with people because that's what the other politician wants. They don't want no good leaders. And we got to open our eyes. What we need to look for in a leader: honesty, integrity, empathy. You know what I'm saying? Because an honest man will always do the right thing. Whether you steal, but be honest. You're not perfect. You can make mistakes anytime. But we're looking for honest leader because honesty is the foundation of leadership. Honesty. You can go and check a book written by Jefferson. Honesty is on chapter 1, and they will tell you a leader must be honest. He's not perfection because we're all striving. I can make mistakes. But
No,
honest man will not steal, or honest man will not kill, or honest man will not honor mine. Or honest man will always make correct his mistakes or her mistakes. Once you're honest, and when you have that empathy, you will be thinking about your family, your name, whether tomorrow your children will have a better life. And that empathy, integrity, empathy, you will understand what it means if a father cannot feed his children or send his children to school. You will know how it feels when someone is in a wheelchair. You must have that empathy for people. Then you understand. But these three things, they would never teach it. They will never teach you these three things in school. There's no subject. You got to learn it on your own. You got to be a good person. You got to help your neighbor. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. We got to do things together. Let's go back to the days where my mom would send me to Mount Teresa, say, go ask for salt. It can't happen this time. Or day where when you go in the yard, you see plum on the ground and you pick it up. This time when the plum set drop on the ground, the woman can get up in the night to pick it up because it's not easy. Yes, you can't even see plum on the ground this time. You can't even see ammo on the ground. Those days where we used to go to the other house and get pepper. But now you can't find it because things are tough. Some people, they cook this and they wash all the dishes and put it down because they want, they say one cup, one man, one cup, no cross for dog. It's still happening. This time, no cross again for the dog. Everybody's scraping across, they want it. We're not sharing with each other. And Princess, you know what I'm talking about. In Liberia, you give somebody, you give the other boy downstairs, you give him $400 and say, share with your friend. You say, my man, go for your own.
Yeah,
but the one kid take, yes, nobody want to share with each other. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're going out of time now. Eh?
Yeah, already time. You can just close up on that end.
Yeah, so guys, I want to thank you. Tomorrow, same time, same station. But don't forget, by 7 o'clock today, Mr. Cummings will be live on the Kear Radio and with the program called LIB Future TV. And your host will be Sidiki Kuruma and Michael Patmo. So you can join in, weigh in, and then also on March 8th, I will be on the same station. I will be on the station and also on Tap FM in Grand Gila County with Mr. Cummings and for us to speak to you. We're breaking him to you through the way of radio. We're trying to ask everyone. And listen, this show is open to everyone. I'm looking for people to help me. I'm looking for young Liberians who want to also go around and get some information. Listen, it won't be free, but I can promise you a salary. But once you show the honesty, you will get whatever you need to do the job. But the first thing, you should be very honest and very respectful and commit yourself. Don't just come because I say I'm going to give you cash because you'll be suffering yourself. Because I myself, you can push me around too. So you have a good day and God bless you all as we see you tomorrow. And Princess, be safe out there. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's it. Yeah. Thanks to all of you who followed. That's it right here. Do join us tomorrow, 10:30 to 11:30 for another edition of the program.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Alexander Cummings, and I love the independent minds for a better Liberia. And I encourage you to listen on Kear Radio 95.9 FM to be informed, to be challenged, to be provoked, to think about Liberia in a new and different way.